The heart-eating ritual. It wasn't a curse.
Wait, what?
It was imposed by the people to control them.
Okay, hold on. So you're saying the natural realm rulers weren't, inherently bound to eat hearts?
It was a choice. A horrific, brutal choice.
And these past rulers, the ones in this room.
They resisted. They tried to change things.
And they were punished.
Welcome to Witter. Who Has Time to Read? The podcast that brings deep dives for busy minds. Listen to AI hosts Jane and Dane and get ready to unpack the world's most captivating books in just a fraction of the time. Whether commuting, working out, or just squeezing in a quick break, we deliver key insights, thought-provoking themes, and takeaways you can carry into your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Plus, use our links in the description to purchase this book. Your support helps us bring more engaging book discussions to you. Listen and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Who has time to read? You do, with Witter.
Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Today, we're taking a trip to a world that I've been really looking forward to exploring. Lightlark.
Ooh, excellent choice.
It's got magic, mystery, and a whole lot of danger.
Sounds right up our alley.
So, for those who haven't had the pleasure, Lightlark is this mysterious island that only appears once every 100 years.
Right. For a 100-day event they called the Centennial.
And during that time,
6 rulers from 6 different realms gather on the island to compete in this, high-stakes competition.
to break curses plaguing their realms.
Yeah. They're each trying to break their own curse
Yeah.
and gain ultimate power in the process.
We're basing this deep dive on Alex Aster's Lightlark trilogy, specifically the first book. Where should we start?
Well, I think the heart of this whole story, literally and figuratively, is the Centennial.
Okay, so tell me more about that. What actually happens during the Centennial?
Well, it's not all parties and celebrations.
Right.
It's a series of trials, challenges, really tests these rulers.
Yeah.
Their strength, cunning, everything.
Sounds intense.
Oh, it is. And here's where it gets even more interesting. After the 50th day, all bets are off.
What do you mean?
Assassination becomes a very real threat. Anyone can be targeted.
Wow. So they're not just competing against each other, they're trying to survive each other.
Exactly. It creates this constant tension, this underlying sense of paranoia. You never know who to trust.
Yeah, I can see that. So we've got this cutthroat competition. Now, introduce me to our main player, Isla Crown.
Oh, Isla. She's the young ruler of the natural realm. And she's been raised in isolation her whole life.
Really?
Yeah, totally prepared for the Centennial.
Yeah.
Knowing that the fate of her people rests on her shoulders.
That's a lot of pressure for one person to carry.
It is. And to make things even more complicated, the natural realm has a particularly brutal curse.
Yeah, I read about that. Something about hearts. Human hearts.
Right. They need to consume human hearts to survive. Can you imagine?
It's pretty disturbing. How does a society even function like that?
Well, it definitely shapes their culture, their values, everything. It speaks to the lengths they'll go to survive.
It's a complete contrast to our own relationship with nature.
Oh, yeah. Totally different. And here's where it gets even more interesting with Isla. She was actually born without this curse.
Really? How is that possible?
Because her mother broke one of the natural realm's most sacred rules. She fell in love.
Yeah.
And she didn't kill her lover. It's this huge taboo, the ultimate betrayal.
So Isla's a ruler without the very power that defines her people. That's got to be tough, especially in a competition like this.
It is, and it makes her incredibly vulnerable, especially when she's surrounded by other rulers who, have all these crazy powers.
Let's talk about them. I want to hear about these other rulers.
Okay, well, first up, we've got Cleo from the lunar realm. She's ruthless, ambitious, and she can control the tides with her power, being connected to the moon and all.
So imagine the influence you could have if you could control the tides.
Oh, it's huge.
Okay, who else?
We've got Oro. He's the king of Lightlark, the ruler of the solar realm.
He's the one who's cursed to live in darkness, right? Even though he's the ruler of sunlight.
Yeah, it's ironic, right? He can only come out at night.
Ouch, that's gotta sting. And he interacts with Isla, who obviously craves the sun.
Their relationship is fascinating. This push and pull between light and dark.
Yeah.
Both literally and figuratively,
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Then we have Azul. He's the ruler of the sky realm.
What's he like?
He's jovial, fun-loving, but don't underestimate him. He's a fierce competitor.
So he's got that, hidden strength, The kind you don't see coming.
Yeah, exactly. And what's interesting about Azul is that he's kind of weary of the Centennial.
Really? Why?
Well, he's seen this whole cycle repeat itself over and over for centuries, the competition, the bloodshed.
I can see how that would wear on you after a while.
He's looking for something different, something more.
So he's not just fighting for power, he's fighting for meaning, for change.
Yeah, there's definitely more to him than meets the eye.
Okay, who else?
Then there's Celeste. She's the ruler of the star realm.
Stars. That sounds cool.
Right. And here's where it gets really interesting. Celeste is actually Isla's best friend.
Oh, wow. So they're competing against each other.
Yeah, but they're also trying to maintain this friendship. Imagine the tension.
Talk about complicated.
Totally. And last, but definitely not least, we have Fosco.
Okay, lay it on me. Who is Fosco?
He's the ruler of the night realm. Mysterious, powerful. He's shrouded in secrets.
Ooh, I like him already. Sounds dangerous.
Oh, he is. And his connection with Isla, it's electric from the moment they meet.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. The ruler of light drawn to the ruler of darkness.
Classic. But remember, in Lightlark, nothing is ever simple. There's always more to the story. Layers of manipulation, hidden agendas.
Ooh, this sounds juicy.
It is. And it'll make you question everything you think you know about these characters.
Okay, so I'm getting the picture here. 6 rulers, each with their own motivations, their own powers, their own baggage.
Yeah.
They come together on this island that only appears once every 100 years for this epic showdown called the Centennial. But what does it actually entail? Like, what are they doing?
It's not just standing around looking pretty. The Centennial is a series of trials. Deadly challenges.
Examples. I need examples.
We'll take the mirror trial, for instance.
Okay, what happens there?
Isla has to face her deepest fears and desires in a mirror.
Oh, no. I wouldn't last a minute in there.
It's a total psychological battle,
Yes.
forcing her to confront things she'd rather bury deep down,
Yeah, I get it. So it's not just a physical competition. They have to be mentally strong, too.
Oh, absolutely. And then there's the blood challenge, where they have to heal a wound using whatever they can find.
Resourcefulness under pressure. I like it. So it's about strategy, adaptability.
Exactly. They have to use everything at their disposal. And as the competition heats up, the alliances change. Betrayals happen.
Oh, the drama. So this is all leading to something, right? What's the end goal?
Each ruler is fighting to break the curse on their realm. The winner gains immense power, the ability to shape their destiny.
But I mean, some of these curses are pretty intense.
They are. And that's why the stakes are so high. That's why they're willing to risk everything.
Okay, I'm hooked. I can't wait to see how this all plays out.
Well, then let's dive into Isla's journey, because it's about to get really interesting.
Let's do it.
Isla arrives on Lightlark, and it's like she's walking into this whole world of, secrets and deception.
I mean, she's been isolated her whole life. This must be a huge culture shock for her.
Oh, totally. And everyone's got this agenda, right?
Makes you wonder who she can even trust.
Right. And that's why I think her connection with Fosco is so interesting.
Absolutely. They're like drawn to each other.
Yeah, but remember, he's the ruler of the night realm. Secrets and shadows.
So dangerous.
But Isla, she sees something in him. A vulnerability.
I mean, it makes sense. In a world where everyone's wearing a mask, someone who's authentic, even if they're a little dangerous, can be pretty appealing.
Exactly. And while all of this is happening, she makes this incredible discovery.
Oh, yeah. The hidden room.
Right, in the old abbey.
With the strange lock.
You remember that detail?
Yeah, it was shaped like a mountain range. I was like, what's the significance of that?
It's a symbol.
Yeah.
This clue to a hidden truth about Isla and her lineage. And it's not a coincidence that she finds it right after this, intense encounter with Fosco.
Ooh, you're right. Like the storm cleared away the deception.
Yeah. And the lock itself, the mountain range, it represents these barriers Isla has to break through.
Yeah. So she's got to overcome all these obstacles to claim her power.
Exactly. But she can't figure out how to open it right away.
Becomes this nagging mystery in the back of her mind.
Right. As if the island itself is guiding her.
Oh, I love that. It wants her to discover its secret.
And it mirrors the search for the heart of Lightlark, right?
Okay, remind me what that is again.
The heart of Lightlark is this powerful artifact said to hold the key to breaking all the curses.
So both the room and the heart are mysteries. Both promise power.
And both require Isla to confront her fears, make tough choices.
Yeah. But she's not totally alone, right? She has allies.
Some more reliable than others.
Let's talk about Oro, the king of Lightlark.
Oh, their relationship is so complex.
I mean, she craves the sun, and he's cursed to live in darkness. Talk about opposites attract.
And they need each other, at least at first.
To survive the Centennial.
Right. But their connection, it grows into something more, and it's Oro who realizes something about Isla, something huge.
Okay, tell me.
She wasn't actually born powerless.
Wait, what?
Her guardians, they made her believe she was powerless.
Oh, wow. They lied to her. But why?
To control her. To manipulate her.
This poor girl. Everyone's betraying her.
It's a harsh lesson about power and how even the people you love can use you.
Okay, so she's dealing with all this betrayal. How does she keep going?
She's resilient. She's inherently good.
Even after everything?
Yeah. She still believes there's good in the world.
That's pretty admirable.
And in one of her most vulnerable moments, she stumbles upon another clue.
About the hidden room?
Yes. She finally figures out how to open it.
Okay, tell me. How?
The key was with her all along.
Don't tell me. It was her crown.
Exactly. The symbol of her power was also the key to unlocking this ancient truth.
Wow. I got chills. So she steps into this room, this hidden chamber.
And what she finds there, oh, it changes everything. This room, it's not just empty. It's filled with the remains of past natural realm rulers.
The rulers. But I thought they were, buried.
Nope. Not buried. Imprisoned.
Imprisoned, like by their own people.
Exactly. There's this inscription on the wall that explains everything. The heart-eating ritual. It wasn't a curse.
Wait, what?
It was imposed by the people to control them.
Okay, hold up. So you're saying the natural realm rulers weren't, inherently bound to eat hearts?
It was a choice. A horrific, brutal choice.
And these past rulers, the ones in this room.
They resisted. They tried to change things.
And they were punished for it. Locked away.
It's pretty messed up, right?
I mean, that completely changes our understanding of the natural realm. And of Isla.
Think about it. She always believed she was weak because she didn't have this heart-eating urge.
But it turns out she was actually stronger because she resisted it.
And this realization comes at a crucial moment because Lightlark is literally falling apart.
Right. Aurora's causing all this chaos.
And the other rulers, they're just trying to survive.
So what does Isla do?
She has a choice to make. Use this knowledge for power or try to change things.
Oh, man. That's a heavy decision. So which path does she choose?
She chooses compassion. She chooses healing.
Wow. Even after everything she's been through.
She wants to break the cycle of violence.
I mean, that's what makes her such a great character. She doesn't give up hope.
But what about the prophecy? The one that says a ruler has to die to break the curses.
Yeah, what happens there?
Well, Oro sacrifices himself for Isla.
Oh, no!
He's weak and injured. And he knows it's the only way.
So he fulfills the prophecy, but not in the way anyone expected.
And his death marks the end of an era. The old ways are broken.
But what about Fosco? He wiped Isla's memory. Does she ever forgive him for that?
Well, he says he did it to protect her.
Protect her? By erasing her memories.
From Aurora. But his true motivations, it's still a bit of a mystery.
So even after the curses are broken, even after Lightlark is saved, there are still unanswered questions.
Exactly. And that's what makes this story so compelling. It leaves you wanting more.
Oh, absolutely. So, dear listeners, we've reached the end of our deep dive into Lightlark, but we want to leave you with a question. What would you do if you were faced with these impossible choices? Would you fight for power, for love, or forge a path of your own?
The answers, like the secrets of Lightlark, are out there, waiting to be discovered.
We highly encourage you to check out the Lightlark Dilogy and experience this incredible world for yourself. Until next time, happy reading.
Thanks for listening to Witter, Who Has Time to Read, produced by One Media. Please support the author by purchasing the book or audiobook using the link in the description. It's a great way to help keep the art of writing alive. And stay in the loop. Subscribe to our newsletter for updates on weekly deep dives. And don't forget to share your thoughts or suggest our next deep dive at witterpodcast@gmail.com.